That's a crazy question. I always, I was raised, you know what I'm saying, in the family thing. So I always believe the people around you, you know, you learn and you adapt as you grow up. You know, sometimes you realize that the people that you grow up with aren't always the best people around you. But I've always just been the type of person that if you're around me, we all got to get this money.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We all gonna share this money. There's no point in me having a lot of money and the next person being envious. That's what envy breeds. Is people have this mentality like, if I have something on my plate, I'm gonna have less if I share. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, everybody that I've come up around, I've been blessed, have been open minded enough to really realize, you know, even if we're not all going the same direction, we can all work together to benefit something. So it's all just pulling in resources, you know. So everybody, if you know somebody, we know somebody, I can share somebody. If I can't see what you see, you might see farther than me. So we putting everything on the table.
Have you crossed any situations where you had to watch for them snakes in your garden? You had to trim a few hedges.
It ain't nothing to cut that bitch
off. Man, it's crazy that you said, you know, in business, and that's definitely one of the hardest things moving forward is realizing everybody not in for the right intention. Everybody not good. So yeah, you know, that comes with the territory, and it gets to you. But you got to realize at the end of the day, it's business.
Absolutely.
You know, when you dealing with friends and that situation happens, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? But on the business tip, like. Yeah, you know, you always gotta just watch people's intention, watch the energy. Energy don't lie, you know. You before you hire people, spend time to get to know them, and that's always been a big mistake of mine. I meet somebody and just off the whoop, like, okay, you talk this,
it's like let's go get a couple drinks real quick.
That's what it come down to sometimes, you know. And I'm realizing now, it's just getting older. Like, take your time meeting people. You know what I'm saying? Network fast, but hire slow. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Jim Rohn, and Robert Kiyosaki said that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you follow Robert Kiyosaki?
Oh, that's the big homie. I can't wait to sit down on some coffee on that one. I don't even drink coffee, but I'm drinking coffee that day. You know
I like it. Man. Look, crypto guru, economy guru.
I got the Bitcoin. I got Ripple. I got it.
That's a plug, man. Look, on YouTube every day. I got to stay plugged in with Robert Kiyosaki.
Got to.
Y'all talk about the jack of all trades.
Oh man.
Okay.
Because you got a couple.
This man here, the jack of all trades.
Oh man.
Let's start with the jury.
Let's go. Thank you.
I got you, sis. I got you.
To that.
I want to start with the jury,
Do you see
man.
the man shining? Because he kind of blinded.
Hold on, man.
Talk about it.
Shout out to the team, bro. I just been blessed to be in a situation, you know, I'm around a family of individuals who do the jewelry really heavy, you know, and I was able to link in with them. I already had, you know, that was my goal to be a jeweler, you know, not long term, that was actually not a goal of mine, but once I jumped in and realized I wanted to do on the entrepreneur side, like heavy, like there's a lot of searching, trying to find the right people, but just got blessed to link up with the right people, you know, and they kind of took me in and just taught me a lot, showed me what to do, what not to do, and you know, learning a lot. YouTube, and it's crazy. I've actually never went to school for jewelry, nothing like that. But it's just researching, learning, reading, hiring on the right people. Because I have a jewelry company. I'm not necessarily just a jeweler. I have a jewelry business, so I hire. You know, bring them in. Whoever the best at doing this, I need you. Whoever can do this, I'm hiring. Let's get it.
What are some of the aesthetics of starting a jewelry business?
Being patient. Being patient. You know, it's one of those things like and learn as much as you can before you start dealing with people money.
Yeah.
You don't want to make nobody mad. And I've messed up doing different things, not just moving too quickly, you know what I'm saying? Never intentional, nothing like that. But it's when you're dealing with people money, you can't mess up. And especially when you're dealing with jewelry money, people that's a toy to them, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know, you don't go to the car dealership knowing you buying a new car and then it ain't
pull
new.
off the lot
of
that. It ain't new. Yeah.
So you're dealing with stuff with people money, whether it's anything to a big thing, you know, it got to be right. So, you know, taking your time to make sure you know what you're talking about when you're dealing with that type of field.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
What are some of the places that you have traveled so far? Where have this business taken you so far?
Well, definitely shout out to Los Angeles, California.
See, he said his favorite first.
Okay.
He said his favorite first.
It's because there's so much love out there.
But look how he said it though. You know, shout out to like you don't want to just be wild.
I'm impartial to LA because I was an hour and a half down the street in San Diego. I prefer San Diego a lot better than LA, boss.
That's great. I've never been to San Diego.
Next time you go to LA, drive down, man. I'll plug you in. I got folks out there. I'll plug you in, man. That show you a good time.
Yeah, and I got a lot of different people in different parts of LA, and it's so crazy. I'm sorry, in California. I say LA. In California, and I haven't. When I get out to LA, usually it's a flying for a week, and I got a jet right back. But I'm gonna go after this little lockdown situation. You know, I'm gonna be on the move again. We gonna be on the move again.
Okay.
Well, yeah, again, I ain't mean to cut you off, but go ahead and finish telling them where you been at.
Well, I got family in Buffalo, so I traveled up there for that, but we went to New York to go visit and talk to Atlantic Records, Florida for shows. I'm sorry?
What was that experience like up in New
Fast,
York?
man. Shout out to Baby, man. We went out to we went to New York and back in 36 hours. We drove and came. We had a meeting. The rental place, we was waiting in the line at the rental place for hours. Long story short, we couldn't even get the rental, so I called one of my little homies. He let us borrow the car to go there and back. So we drove.
Oh yeah, homie the plug. That's homie Blissful. That's what's up.
Looked out. So we literally drove nonstop. It was me, one of my road managers at the time, and Baby, man. We rotated drivers and just did not stop the whole time. Straight to New York City and back.
36-hour drive, I think. Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Look, the longest I've done is 24.
Crazy.
The longest I've done is 24. Crazy. I couldn't imagine doing 36.
But I'm interested though. How was that sit down with Atlantic?
It was deep. Shout out to Success. He's the head A&R at Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? He gave us a lot of good, valuable information. You know, with music. So it was a blessing. You know, it went so fast. Like I look back on it, just trying to. So it just went fast. But it was amazing. No lie. It was.
So speaking of music, right? I want to talk about one of your records. One of my favorite records of yours, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on with it.
One of these over 28K on YouTube, right?
Man, yes, sir.
And you put a lot of feeling and emotion into this song, right?
Yes, sir.
It's called Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard of it, it got on. I don't put a lot of songs on repeat, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't put a lot on repeat.
That's love.
But Godspeed went on repeat.
That's love.
It did.
Man.
What is that about? How did you come up with Godspeed? What's the story behind that?
Man, shout out to Major League Beats. It's crazy. I actually found that beat on YouTube. I'm a YouTube searcher. I'm SoundCloud, SoundClick, and YouTube. Before I really I'm really locked in with Major, so I get most of my production from him and a few other producers. But at the time, I found the beat on YouTube, and literally I heard it. It was one of those songs that just hit me in like 20 minutes. I wrote it in like 20 minutes.
It was like, yeah.
And it took a while to record it just to get it right, but the writing, it just hit me. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up linking up with Major, and come to find out he has his whole own lane of, spoken word, vibe, poetry over beat. Shout out to Major,
I was just gonna say that. I got a open mic poetry feel more than a rap song when I listened to Godspeed. It was more real. I felt like it was more tied in. I wasn't just listening to a beat. I was actually focusing on the words because the words were saying something.
That's love. I appreciate it.
It was saying, so you talked about staying humble, staying grounded, standing in your faith. You talked about your mother. So all of these inspirations, how were you able to bring that together to create this body of work?
When certain productions when you hear, and that's why I don't even like calling beats beats are beats production. There's beat makers and there's producers. You know what I'm saying? So when you find certain things, it's like, dude, a producer made that. So when you hear those, it's one of them things like you tune into it all the way, and it's a hit or miss because you never know. You never know it'll be good in your head how it comes out. You want it to come out a certain way, but it was one of them records. It hit the song when I recorded it. Like I said, it took a little longer than I usually take to record a song, but it was for a reason,
Absolutely. It happened. Right? Look, it didn't reach 28K for nothing.
Man,
for nothing. It's still pushing.
We not slowing
It's still
down.
moving.
Shout out to MTV.
I was just about to say
Right.
Right. MTV.
Definitely MTV.
Look, MTV needs to bring back the old school videos,
Swear.
right? The old school video shows.
Swear.
Look, because that one will be on repeat.
But
Absolutely.
listen though,
Appreciate that.
let me correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh no.
Let me get me right. That's the name of the song.
Let me get my head right.
Let me get my head right.
Let me get my head right. Yes, ma'am.
A video that you were able to give to MTV. How the hell most people can't do? How the hell
Absolutely.
did you do that?
Man,
How did you accomplish that? What work did you put in to do that?
Man, traveling. I feel like traveling is always a risk when you're doing it for business. Like when you go out of the city to travel, you go on vacation. It's like I'm gonna go out there, spend some money on this. When we go out of state or city, really, shout out to Austin, San Antonio, everywhere we go out with a mission. And it's like I'll go out of town with X amount of money. It's like, dude, this is for work. We're not going out there to play. And like to other people, it may seem like fun, but that's what we do.
Right.
So it's like we going out there to work, and it just so happened I had a friend. Shout out to Joey Reed, man. He's a marketing guy. You hear people always like, my uncle works for this, my cousin works for this. it was just one of them feelings, and he ended up plugging me in with the right guy, and I tapped it. He sent it to him. He's like, yeah, dude, we don't have anything from Houston new. Oh,
yeah,
bad,
Yeah.
we rocking. So I sent him that, and they kind of told me a few things to change up, and it just,
It went from there.
peanut butter and jelly is a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
It's up there, man.
Dope.
Look, a good meal when you're hungry, right?
Man.
So where? So look. Ambition of a king.
Hold on now.
Look here, I'm ready to talk about this.
That's secret.
I'm ready to talk about this.
Hold on now.
Now look, listen. We gonna talk about this book because, like I told y'all in the beginning, jack of all trades.
Oh, man.
But we gonna talk about that after this break.
Oh, she played y'all
Okay.
again, bro. She
So
played y'all
listen.
again. Don't be mad.
Stay tuned. We got Jordann Dwayne coming back. I'm your host. She's exclusive.
I'm Winston.
And baby, we'll be right back.
Already.
Yes.